Exorcist Believer official posters channel the haunting spirit of the original classic. Now, let me ask you guys this before I get to reading here, okay? And I got a couple questions for you. I'm like interviewing my audience right now. Do you guys want me to interview you? I need answers, okay? And you guys are the only ones that have them. Before these posters, what was your anticipation level for this movie, the Exorcist Believer? Were you excited for the Exorcist Believer before the posters? And I guess I'll get right to the point. My main question is, did these posters actually make you a bit more curious? And dare I say, even really, really excited? Okay? Evil Resident says, I'm not really hyped for the new Exorcist, but the new posters are amazing, I must say. I just didn't like the Halloween trilogy much, unfortunately. It was okay. 2018 was good, though. Yeah. Jason says, I honestly just want to see a fun movie in October. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm a horror fan. And because I'm a horror fan, I will give just about anything a chance. And if it's a property like The Exorcist, if the trailer grabs me, then I'll give anything a chance. Okay. Jasmine Couture says, I wasn't excited until I seen the trailer last night. Holy shit. You saw the trailer during Oppenheimer. It looks so damn good. Man, I want to see that trailer on the big screen. I'm so freaking jealous. Guys, okay. I'm going to give you a full disclosure right now because I like to be completely 100% with my audience, okay? I have seen the trailer, but I didn't see... I saw, I think somebody was holding a camera up in the theater or something like that. Had to be, right? Because I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet. So I don't even want to tell you what I thought of the trailer because does it really even count if I saw it in that quality? Because I don't know about you guys, but picture and sound matter to me in terms of watching a new trailer. Like when I watched the trailer for Halloween 2018 that first time, I am so glad that I didn't see a bootleg trailer, that I saw it on YouTube, but it was just, beautiful HD, had my headphones in, great sound. And that sound especially, that's important. And when you watch a bootleg trailer, the sound is gone. It sounds like shit. So you know what? I'm not even going to tell you what I thought of the trailer because it doesn't really count. I wasn't immersed in it, I was glad I saw it. And I love the guy that showed it to me. Really cool dude. He asked me, he's like, hey, do you want to see this? And I was like, yeah, I guess I want to see it. But I will say, though, I'll say this, though. I'll definitely say this. There were some images that definitely caught my fancy. All right? There were some images that definitely got me intrigued. All right? Now, before I read, let's talk about The Exorcist. All right? Let's talk about the importance of this movie. And I'll put this out there right now, too, guys, okay? I know there are some people that say that Exorcist 3 is better than The Exorcist. Not a fucking chance. All right? And I love Exorcist 3. I think Exorcist 3 is phenomenal. Slaughtered Lamb Movie Podcast. What's up, brothers? How you doing? I saw an extended trailer at City Europe back in June, and it's good. That must be Darren. But as we know, trailers are full of smoke and mirrors. However, I'm curious, and I'm keeping an open mind. That's what I'm doing, Darren. I'm keeping an open mind, man. Like I said, I'll give any movie a chance. I'm not one of these channels that shits on movies before they come out. I don't care what the movie is. I can tell you if I think the movie's going to be good or not, but I'm not going to say, fuck that movie, it sucks, there's no way I'm going to support it. No, I will give every movie a fair shake, and I'll be completely honest after I see the movie if I thought it was a complete piece of shit. I did that. When I went to a Warner Brothers, I shouldn't say the studio, but I said it already. I went to a Warner Brothers, I won't say the movie, but I went to a Warner Brothers screening, critic press screening. They gave us like little treats and whatnot, and wined us and dined us and all that stuff. No, they didn't dine us, but yeah, it was a very nice screening. I didn't like the movie at all. And respectful. I was respectful. But when I went out, I was, in certain words, I was just like, this movie wasn't good because of this, this, and this, and that was it. Because when you walk out of a press screening, they give us a little sheet of paper, like an index card, and they want us to write down our quick thoughts, I don't know why. I guess they just want us to give it to the studio. I don't know. But yeah, they want our quick thoughts. So I give them my quick thoughts. And I'm honest. I'm freaking dead honest. I want to make sure that my integrity is intact. I'm not going to freaking lie just because somebody lets me go to a press screening early. If they kick me out because of my opinion, so be it. But yeah. Born to be Rad, what's up, man? Gonna be doing your part 2. Man, I Born to be Rad, check out his channel, guys. Man, that Born to be Rad, how many people have done that tag now? This might be the tag that is like setting YouTube on fire right now, because I swear every time I go to my freaking homepage, I see 9,000 Born to be Rad movies that made me tag videos. It's awesome. I've never seen so many, and it's just because it's such a fun topic to discuss, movies that made me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing my part 2 tonight. I have so many other movies that I can't wait to talk to you guys about. It's gonna be fun. But yeah. So yeah, Exorcist though. Back to Exorcist. Let me take a drink of my water. God, I wish I had a monster. Shit. I should have grabbed my monster. Jesus. Yes, Brent. Exorcist Believer trailer will release on the 25th. I've heard that. I definitely am looking forward, and I'll do a trailer reaction. I'm looking forward to actually seeing the trailer in high quality H2O. Yeah, and but now, yeah, Exorcist. I think, guys, let me know right now, which one do you prefer, Exorcist or Exorcist 3? Because do I really have to mention any of the other Exorcist movies? They're all really bad, okay? The only two that are like, it's so funny. This is a weird franchise. It's one of those franchises where you have 2 movies that are like freaking top notch, and then the rest of the franchise is kind of crap. And I think, is Terminator like that too? Where you got 2 movies that are great and then the rest are crap? Amityville, I think it's like that too. It's weird. It's like maybe the directors, whoever were in charge of the first couple of movies or producers, whatever, that maybe they kind of went on to bigger and better things, and then they let this other crew come in that weren't up to snuff. I don't know, but The Exorcist, to me, I mean, that movie is so important to me, not just because of the controversy that went around it, not because it came out the year I was born, which is kind of cool, 73. This movie is 50 years old this year. But, man, I watch it every few years, and, man, it still holds up so good. And it is such a great movie. And I think people, that the scares and the horror, it kind of gets in the way of the actual movie and how great the movie really is and how good the story is, and rich. It's a really rich story with fine, great performances. And William Friedkin, he went into this movie not treating it like a horror movie. He wanted it to be just almost like a drama, about this child that was possessed by the devil. She could have any other affliction, and it might not even be a horror movie. But it's basically a mother trying to save her child. When you get right down to it, that's what The Exorcist is. A mother trying to save her child. But the thing here is the child was possessed by the devil. All right? Still to this day, my opinion, probably the scariest movie ever made. All right? I can't... And scares are subjective. What scares you might not scare me, and vice versa. Okay? But The Exorcist, as a collective, scared the living shit out of the country when it came out. And I still to this day, there's a reason why I can only watch The Exorcist every few years. It's not like Halloween where I can throw it in every year. But every time I watch it, man, it's a meal of a movie. It is so freaking good, and it's shocking. And when you're done with it, you're just like, wow, what an experience The Exorcist is. It's a beautiful movie. And what's beautiful about it, too, is you got the priest in there who he was losing his religion, I wonder if the REM song was kind of inspired by The Exorcist. But yeah, he was losing his religion, and what brings him back to his religion is saving Reagan at the end of the movie. Is it Regan or Reagan? Damn it. I always get shit when I say it wrong, and then I forget what I say. So, yeah. I think the one thing that David Gordon Green has going for him, Reagan, thank you very much. So I said it right the first time, Chris. Thank you. I think the one good thing David Gordon Green has going for him here is the track record of the franchise. All right. He's really got nowhere to go but up. There's a good chance that this movie could be the third best Exorcist movie. You know, he might have already sealed the deal. I don't know. Okay. Because are there any Exorcist 2 fans? I'm sure there's a couple, but damn, that's a hard movie to get through. Okay. Another thing I think he's got going for him here is that this actually has characters from the first movie. You know, you got, well, at least you got the mother, right? You got the mother. I wonder if Linda Blair is actually in this movie, and maybe that's the ace in the hole that they're holding on to. Is it possible? I don't know. Hold on. This is driving me crazy. My OCD's kicking in. Hold on, guys. Let me take that off. Those aren't even the right topics. That was last week's topics. Shit. Okay. And here's another. So I can call this like 3 things that are in his favor and maybe a couple more things that are not in his favor. Okay. Here's another. David Gordon Green has a name now. You know, like the Halloween trilogy or not, you know the name David Gordon Green. That could be a bad thing, and it probably is going to go on the bad side. There's some people, I've seen it. They hate David Gordon Green. I've seen vitriol people. They're stating that I will not watch this man destroy another franchise. Their words, okay? I like the Halloween trilogy. I do. Even if I thought they were just okay, the downright hate that this man has received from some people because they did not like his trilogy is pretty interesting, actually. I've seen some pretty crazy comments. Okay, I'll just say that. Angry comments. But maybe that could make, like, let me ask you guys this, okay? Let me ask you guys this. Let's say you have 100 really angry, negative comments about David Gordon Green. Do you have a feeling that some of them will, even though they've stated all this hate that they have for David Gordon Green, I have a feeling some of them will go to the movie just because they're curious, you know? Not all of them. Some of them, they'll stick to their word and they won't support it and they won't go to it. But I do think sometimes haters, they have to be their opening day to watch the movie that they hate. Would you agree with that? I definitely agree with that. I think some haters, hell, you could even take these freaking Star Wars and these Marvel haters. And I guarantee you most of those guys are there opening day to watch the movie, to shit on the movie, you know? And I'm not saying I love Star Wars and I love Marvel. It's just an observation. I think it's kind of funny. Human nature is really funny, isn't it, guys? So I guarantee you there's going to be some people that hate David Gordon Green that are going to be there opening night for this movie. All right. But there are some people that love the David Gordon Green trilogy that'll be there opening night, you know? Like if it was just a no-name director or a director that doesn't have all this kind of hoopla around him directing this movie, maybe people wouldn't show up. And the reason I say it is because if you think back to like the Exorcist, Dominion, and all those other bad Exorcist movies, there was really no hoopla around them, you know? But this movie, I think there's some hoopla around it, especially now that these new posters have come out. So let's read through this story, okay? Let's read through this story. Because and let me say right now, I am curious. I am really curious about this movie. Okay, I will definitely be there opening night. I want to watch it. I sure do. There's a good chance that this movie could really suck, really, really bad. But I am really curious. Okay, really curious. The Exorcist Believer 3 official posters channel the haunting spirit of original classic. David Gordon Green, Halloween, is relaunching the Exorcist franchise this Halloween with a new movie, The Exorcist Believer. And we're hearing that the official trailer will be arriving very soon. While you wait, the 3 creepy posters have debuted this morning. Check out the 3 Exorcist Believers posters below. Gordon Green is directing the brand new sequel to The Exorcist for Universal, Blumhouse, and Morgan Creek that will pave the way for a new trilogy. The first film in the trilogy will be released theatrically on October 13th, 2023, with Leslie Odom Jr. starring. So this is a trilogy. That is very interesting. And if this movie falls on its face, then they're probably not going to continue. The first plot details were provided with last year's tease. Odom Jr. will play the father of a possessed child. Desperate for help, he tracks down Ellen Burstyn's character. Ann Dowd, Hereditary. Lydia Duet, Netflix's Night Books. Raphael Sbarge, Gaslit, and Jennifer Nettles, The Righteous Gemstones, and Olivia Markham are also on board. By the way, The Righteous Gemstones, guys, holy shit, that is one of the funniest freaking shows I have ever seen. And I always want to, but I'm a horror channel, so I never can find the time to shout it at the mountaintop. So right here, right now, I'm shouting it at the mountaintop. If you haven't seen Righteous Gemstones, they're on season 3 right now. What are you doing with your life? It is so freaking funny. With the characters are just hilarious. I love Judy. Oh my God. Judy and Baby Billy. Okay. Uncle Baby Billy. All right. Yeah. Peter Sadler, Broken Diamonds, and Gordon Green wrote the script for Believer, which features a story by Green, Scott Teems, and Danny McBride. Now, I did see some jokes about Danny McBride directing an Exorcist or writing an Exorcist movie. But I'm sure people said that about Halloween. I think Danny McBride is a horror fan, and I think Danny McBride's a really smart guy. He's had his hands in a lot of different properties, original properties, Kenny Powers, the Eastbound and Down, love that freaking show. It is really great. And I can tell you right now, guys, I'm not really into Southern TV comedies for the most part, but that one's just really good. It has great freaking writing, and it's kind of self-aware, which is nice. And I think if you like Righteous Gemstones, then you'll like Eastbound and Down, and vice versa. Okay. So the Exorcist franchise hasn't been on the big screen since 2005's release of Dominion, prequel to The Exorcist. An alternate version of the previous year's Exorcist: The Beginning. Those films came in the wake of 1977's Exorcist 2, The Heretic, and 1990 Exorcist 3. Wasn't that the weirdest thing ever? These 2 movies came out back to back, and they both starred Stellan Skarsgård. I always read up on it, but then I forget about why that whole thing happened. And both movies sucked. Both movies were really, really bad. So, yeah. Most recently, The Exorcist became a short-lived television series. We don't need to read that. I didn't even watch the television series. Was it good, guys? Oh, yeah, here's the posters. All right, here's what we're here for. Yeah. The posters, the girl, they look like Linda Blair, really. Especially with that makeup. But I like that. That's really good. And I'm sorry that you got to turn your head to the side, but yeah. That's a cool poster. I definitely like the posters. Now, they're kind of up in the ante here because you have 2 possessed children instead of 1. And what could that be like? Could be interesting. Yeah. So, I'm definitely curious about this, though. I wouldn't say I'm shooting for the moon right now. It's not my most anticipated movie. Exorcist next Friday. It's not my most anticipated movie of the year, but I'll definitely be there watching it day 1. For sure. What's up, guys? You are at the end of the DDLive clip. What I do is I like to clip these out if I think the topic is important or something that's newsworthy. So thank you for watching. And if you want to watch more, you can go over here. You can go over here. Click on one of those. And hopefully I can do this for 20 seconds, which I think I did. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching, guys.